If you're a man over 60 and you no longer have morning wood, don't blame it on your age. That's not because you're getting old. It's a sign that blood is no longer flowing to your pelvic region. Have you ever wondered, why do you wake up in the morning with nothing going on down there? Why does your body feel like it's hibernating, even though you're wide awake? And here's the part many doctors don't talk about. This isn't just a matter of physiology. It's a warning that you're losing one of your most important circulatory flows. In this video, I'll show you a simple food that can help reactivate that forgotten flow and bring that masculine signal back every morning naturally. Welcome to Top Senior Health. I'm Dr. Sophia, an endocrinologist specializing in treating men over 60 here in the United States. Now, without further ado, let's start with the first truth that almost no one dares to speak. Secret number 1. Morning wood doesn't disappear with age, it stops when blood stops flowing. For years, thousands of gentlemen have come to me quietly asking this question after a long cough or with averted eyes. Doctor, am I past my prime? They no longer have morning erections, something they once thought was a given, and the first thing they do is blame themselves. I'm old. It's normal for my body to betray me, right? No, that's not right. You've been taught that losing morning erections is due to declining testosterone with age. But here's the stark truth that few people will tell you. That morning quiet doesn't start with testosterone. It starts with your blood vessels. According to the Cleveland Clinic, the loss of morning wood is one of the first signs that the endothelial system is beginning to fail, particularly the capillaries that carry blood to the pelvic region, a place often likened to the male body's natural alarm clock. When the endothelium is damaged, blood can't rush to the right place at the right time, causing a lack of oxygen in the pelvic region, reduced nerve sensation, and a freezing of the natural hormone system. The danger is that this happens very gradually, so most men don't notice it until it's too late. And the consequences aren't just the loss of morning erections. Many gentlemen start experiencing insomnia, knee pain, nighttime urination, morning fatigue, and even a decline in emotional connection with their partners without understanding why. They think it's just old age, but in reality, it's because blood is no longer flowing correctly at the right time. I clearly remember the case of Walter, a 68-year-old from Montana. He once told me in my clinic, "I don't feel like myself anymore, Sophia. I wake up feeling empty." When we examined him, we discovered that his pelvic endothelium had almost no vasodilation response in the morning, a sign that his blood flow had been weak for many years. But the good news was that he didn't need medication. He just needed to change the food he ate for breakfast. The solution starts with natural nitrates. Foods like beets, spinach, and especially pomegranate juice, if eaten at the right time and in the right way, can reopen that blood flow, support the natural production of nitric oxide, activate the vasodilation mechanism, and help you wake up your pelvic region like you were in your 20s. Remember this. Your morning erection isn't a permanent past, it's an honest mirror reflecting the health of your endothelium. Don't let your blood stay silent for too long. Secret number 2, the common mistake. Getting enough sleep but still not erecting because of hormones? Not so. Many men over 60 are advised, you need to get enough sleep, your testosterone will recover, and your morning erection will return. And they do just that. They get 7 hours of sleep, turn off the lights early, take melatonin, but the next morning is still just an empty space. No signs, no response, no life from what was once a symbol of masculinity. We still believe that good sleep equals strong testosterone equals restored morning erections. But unfortunately, the biological truth isn't that linear. Sleep is just one of many factors, and not the first one. What many doctors don't clearly state is testosterone can't work effectively without the blood flow that nourishes it. It's like a conductor without an orchestra. You can sleep very well, but if your pelvic endothelium doesn't open up, if your sensory nerves aren't activated, if your cells don't get enough oxygen, then testosterone can't do anything but watch. A study from the European Urology Journal, 2021, shows that free testosterone levels only play a 15 to 20% role in morning erections, while the state of the endothelium and nitric oxide levels determines 65 to 70%. This means you can have stable hormone levels, but if the blood doesn't flow, then everything is still ineffective. I met a patient named Ron, 63, a former serviceman, who was extremely disciplined. He said, "I don't stay up late, I don't drink alcohol, I go to bed on time, so why don't I feel anything in the morning?" And when I asked about his diet, he confessed, "All white bread, sausage, and coffee. Those things constrict blood vessels, increase insulin, and shut down the natural nitric oxide needed for the physiological response to start in the early morning." When we made a change, I had him eat steamed beets with a few slices of avocado and sprinkle flaxseed on his breakfast instead of boxed cereal. Just 10 days later, he sent me an email with the subject line, "Morning wood is back." In short, deep sleep is good, but if you wake up without blood flowing to the right place, that's not therapeutic sleep, that's deceptive sleep. Secret number 3. This food is rarely mentioned, but it's a key to natural blood flow. When it comes to improving circulation, especially for the pelvic region in older men, most people only think of vasodilating drugs, expensive supplements, or hormone therapies. But there's a simple, cheap food that's easy to buy at any American supermarket, and almost no one mentions it as a weapon to restore morning erections. Fresh orange peel. That's right, not the orange segments, but the thin orange peel, which is usually thrown away after every breakfast. We're obsessed with the fruit and ignore the essence in the peel. Orange peel contains a compound called hesperidin, which has been shown in many clinical studies to help improve the elasticity of blood vessel walls, increasing blood flow to small capillaries, especially in the male genital area. A study from the Journal of Nutritional Biochemistry, 2022, showed that hesperidin combined with the natural vitamin C in orange peel helps increase endothelial vasodilation by 35% after 14 days of regular use. That means if you eat breakfast with a little orange zest, fresh grated orange peel, you're activating a deep circulatory system without needing a single pill. I remember a patient named Mark, 66, living in Tampa, Florida. Mark came to me feeling sad. "I don't remember the last time I had a morning erection." When I asked about his diet, I suggested adding orange peel to his morning oatmeal or smoothie. At first, he thought it was strange, but just after 2 weeks, he called just to say one thing. "Thank you, doctor. I woke up earlier than my alarm for the first time in many years." Here's something to remember. Expensive food isn't the only thing that works. It's often the parts we throw away, like orange peel, that can awaken the deepest blood vessels in your body. Instead of adding hormones to a blocked system, open the natural flow by clearing the vessels. And orange peel is one of the simplest keys. Secret number 4. The wrong breakfast is silently stifling masculine responses after 60. Every morning, millions of gentlemen across America start their day with the familiar sight: a slice of toast, sweet jam, a cup of black coffee, or worse, heart-healthy cereal with low-fat milk. At a glance, it looks healthy, simple, and time-saving. But no one realizes that's the beginning of the blockage of a man's blood flow. The modern American breakfast is slowly killing nitric oxide, the molecule vital for natural physiological responses. Refined carbs like white bread, packaged cereals, pancakes, sweet syrups, and even low-fat milk all trigger high insulin right after waking up, which constrict blood vessels, causes low-grade chronic inflammation, and most importantly, prevents the enzyme that creates nitric oxide from working in the pelvic endothelium. In other words, you can be eating healthy, according to books, but you're accidentally locking the door on the blood flow needed to kickstart masculine hormones in the morning. A study from the UCLA School of Medicine 2020 showed that men over 60 who ate a refined carb-rich breakfast 5 times a week had a 3 times higher risk of losing morning erections compared to a group that ate a breakfast rich in good fats and natural nitrates. I once advised Robert, 70, a retired teacher in Colorado. He used to have toast and peanut butter every morning, but the bread he used was prepackaged white bread with high fructose corn syrup. After switching to steamed sweet potatoes with grated orange peel and a boiled egg, in less than 12 days, he reported back, "I woke up with that familiar feeling for the first time in almost 5 years." This is the insight to remember. Breakfast is when your body decides, am I going to open up blood flow or shut it down? And just one wrong food can silently close the door on your masculinity. We've just pulled back the curtain on one of the biggest misconceptions about a man's morning erection after age 60, that it's not simply a matter of getting old or losing testosterone, but a sophisticated chain of biological signals, starting with blood flow, with nitric oxide, with what you eat every morning, and even with the parts of food you once thought were useless. From Walter, who once believed his morning life had ended, to Robert, who just changed a few breakfast foods and his body automatically turned back on, or Calvin, who finally saw that testosterone had a way home. You don't need synthetic hormones. You don't need a medicine cabinet. You need a body that is understood correctly, nourished correctly, and empowered to do what it was born to do. The message I want you to take with you today is, masculinity doesn't get lost with age. It only pauses when the flow is blocked. And it's just waiting for you to open that door again. Start with tomorrow's breakfast. Add a little steamed beet, a few slices of fresh orange peel, a few sprigs of arugula, and see how your body responds. Now, it's your turn. Did you used to have regular morning erections? When did you start noticing it disappear? Type blood if you believe blood flow is the key. Type flow if you're ready to open that flow. And if you've tried any of the foods I mentioned today, please share your experience so thousands of other gentlemen can have hope. Brain, don't forget to hit subscribe to the Top Senior Health channel so you don't miss our next videos on natural testosterone, dinners that help you sleep soundly, and how to restore masculine vitality after 60 without medication. Thank you for watching until the end, and if tomorrow morning you see a small signal from your body, know that it's not a miracle, it's your body hearing you again.